Hey, the gospel, not only does it comfort us, it also has to confront us. And yet so often, left to my own devices, I fixate so quickly and so much on the comfort that at times I forget the confrontation. In Acts 24, Paul now is speaking to Felix, a very powerful man who doesn't know anything about the gospel. He's acquainted with the way, but he's clearly not a follower of Jesus. And because of God's sovereignty, he allows a difficult situation in Paul's life to get him in front of Felix. And now the Apostle Paul gets to evangelize this unbelieving ruler. And I think about it. If you had a chance to tell somebody just three aspects of the gospel, what is it that you would say? What I would likely say is, hey, Felix, God loves you. He has a plan for your life, and he has the promise of heaven and eternity. And I would immediately run to the comfort of the gospel and try to lure somebody into a belief of Jesus based on this comfort. But what's amazing to me, the Apostle Paul, the great evangelist of Paul, doesn't speak about those three things. Instead, Acts 24, verse 25, says he talked about righteousness, self-control, and the judgment to come. It's interesting. Paul now runs to the confrontation of the gospel. So looking at Felix's heart, what is it that's within you that stands in contrast to who Jesus actually is? And until you understand how it confronts your life, the comfort actually isn't going to do any good. So he talks about righteousness. Felix knows he's unrighteous. He talks about self-control, something Felix knows that he doesn't have. He talks about judgment. So now the judge is one day going to stand in front of a perfect judge. And how's he going to fare in that moment? It makes me wonder, what are the ways that I too quickly run to the comfort of the gospel, never first feeling the confrontation of it? I'm doing a writing project right now, and so in ChatGPT, I've dumped all my notes in there, and all of my own personality tests, Myers-Briggs and DISC and Enneagram and the widget from Patrick Lencioni. And then I've had these ongoing conversations within this project. So AI now knows me. So I just asked it the other day, hey, if you, AI, were Paul in Acts 24 and I were Felix, what are the three ways that you would think the gospel would confront my heart that might prevent me from believing? And it very quickly put out that here are three dangers for me. Now, one thing I will struggle with regarding the gospel is that of trust. Why? Because I'm a very controlling person. And I don't like the idea of submitting to something else. So this idea that I have to now trust the sovereign power of God and realize I have very little control within my own life. It said the topic of grace, but not just grace for anybody. I'm quick to give grace to other people. It's grace for me. You see, I sometimes struggle in trying to feel like I have to follow the rules. And is it possible that the reason God loves me is because I'm actually doing the right thing instead of seeing it in an undeserved, unmerited way? And then thirdly, it's mercy. And it's mercy for a specific group of people. What ChatGPT told me is that the people I struggle to give the most mercy to are those who would be considered Pharisees. Those who now, in the name of Christianity, do things that in no way align with Christianity. I hate the stories of pastors who are abusive, who are manipulative. I hate the whole idea of Christian nationalism and all these concepts that they're such an affront to the gospel. And yet, Tim Keller reminds us that the moment you judge a Pharisee, you become the Pharisee. And so the comfort of the gospel is absolutely true. But notice this, you and I can't truly appreciate the comfort of the gospel until we feel the confrontation of the gospel. And if the Apostle Paul were to look in your life today, what would be the three ways he would confront you to say, here's the challenge of your heart. And once you realize your hardship, your difficulty in these areas, then you can be opened up to the trust and the mercy and the grace that the gospel actually brings to us. We have to be confronted before we can truly be comforted. And thankfully, the gospel does both.